everybody, it's Halloween Heartthrob, and today I am bringing you my very first and special speed draw, because I can't really call it a speed paint because I'm not painting. Um, I have a lot of mistakes in this. I didn't know what I was going to draw. I didn't know what I was gonna color, how I was gonna color it, and already I've made a big mistake because I wasn't finished with my outline sketch. And I inked the hair because I was like, oh yeah, I totally know what I'm gonna do. But I ended up changing the arm that you don't really see, that's like facing away. I ended up changing the position. Right now on my tablet, I'm doing clothing references because I'm not super great on clothing just yet. But I'm working on it. This is the point of this whole video. This isn't my best work. This is just me drawing. I was already drawing something. I was already drawing this, hence why my like basic line work was already done. Um, and I had drawn this in just a regular old sketchbook. So if you see like the weird, like reddish, maroonish, like splotches on the paper, that was from the previous paper before. And you know what? I didn't really mind it. It didn't really bother me. This wasn't a drawing that was supposed to be amazing or my one and only or whatever. And I mean, even if it was, it's just, I guess it would just add to the uniqueness of the piece. Look at me trying to pretend. um but yeah, it didn't really bother me. I just wanted to enjoy my sketchbook because I was so tired of, babying my sketchbooks. I would just be like, no, only my most perfect artwork could be in here. So I ended up like ripping a whole bunch of pages out of like older sketchbooks, and I just wouldn't let myself be free to draw. And that's basically what this is. It's not my best work and I know that, but I'm just enjoying drawing, and that's what I think I need to really get back into, is just enjoying myself so I can learn, how to do things. And with Copic markers and Prismacolors, which is what I'll be coloring this with, I'm not too great on, because every single time I tried to draw with it, it would either be really bad, or I don't really know how to use it, so I'm still working with it, hence why I'm doing this piece. But you have to actually use the markers to be able to get better. You can't just watch a whole bunch of videos and then never do it, and expect to be good, which was a big problem of mine. As you can see here, there I drew in the other arm that is like pulling her hair back from like behind her shoulder or something. But since I already inked the way the hair went, it didn't do too well. But again, you know what? I was just happy with it. I was just going to enjoy the artwork of what it was. Just on like a side note or whatever, I just say how happy I am of how well I drew that hand. It might not be the best hand ever or whatever, but it's just like, compared to all the other hands that I've ever drawn, that was a really good first time drawing. I'm proud of myself. Just pat myself on the back like, good job, you didn't erase it 800 times. There's one problem I have. I don't know if you saw, but I just like took the marker from her, like the pen line from her eye, and smeared it like all throughout her forehead, because I can't wait for my ink to dry. I just like, you know what? No, I'm gonna go in and draw or color or erase it. It really bothered me. I did that multiple times before with that specific Copic marker, so there's like a black tinge to the top of it. It doesn't affect the color. Um, like when if it first happens, yeah, so that's why there's like the smudging on the top of the page, which, at first I was like, no, I have to make it perfect. And I was like, you know what? No, it really doesn't. Again, um, this is just me relaxing and figuring out how my Copic markers work. This kind of scared me when I did this. I don't have too many Copic markers, but I only have skin tones, and I was like, oh no, that looks way too orange. So I started freaking out, and then I tried to color frantically over it, like, no, it's too yellow. And I feel like I finally, by the end of it, got a good color for it, but I think the shadow, like that orangey peaches tone, was supposed to be my shadow. I think I just need to find somewhat more of a mid-tone than something so bright like that. I don't know. I don't. I guess it works good in some parts. That's me checking to see if I bled through the paper, which I did. And you know what? The next page that I'm going to do is probably going to have splotches on it too. This is me, obviously coloring the hair like you guys didn't know. But I decided, normally I've been doing like really crazy hair colors. I love doing like lavender hair or like a smoky gray blue color. And I was like, you know what, I think I just need to do a normal hair color. And I don't think I've made a blonde haired character since like last year when I did Star versus the Forces of Evil. So I was like, you know what, I don't really have. I always do like fantasy characters like elves or princesses or half human, half animal. So I was like, you know what, I just need some regular pretty lady that is just on her way to work. So it's kind of like my motivation. It's like Debbie Thornberry's hair, but straight. I don't know. And I started to kind of freak out at this point because I think in real time I'm hitting like the 30-minute mark, so I started to try to like really hurry up. Oh, and I forgot to color in the ear, but I just did. So I was trying to like starting to speed up, and that was me checking my phone. You can see my phone in the reflection. That's kind of cool. Did I talk about my desk? How it kind of functions as half of a light box, half of a drawing desk. I think I said it already. I don't know, but if I didn't, just to reiterate, if you get a clear desk, like drawing desk, you could use it as a light box, which I just have a lamp that duals as it has a clip on the end of it, so I just clip it on the bars underneath and face it upwards, and it's really awesome and really helpful for just like tracing stuff onto different paper. If you hear a dog barking in the background, my neighbors, like every single one of my neighbors have tiny dogs that just bark incessantly. Drives me crazy. This is where I started to just kind of like throw in colors because I don't have very many Prismacolors. I only have like very basic skin tones in Copics and like one colorless blender, and in my Prismacolor I only have very few colors to work with, so I wanted to do the top like more of a maroon instead of a peach, but I didn't have anything, so that, and for some reason this green that I have is running out of ink already. Like I know it wasn't because I used it so much. um I just think it's because of lack of use, because I've had these Prismacolors for a couple of years now, and I've been really disappointed in myself that I didn't use them as much as I wanted to. But yeah. Oh, I don't think you can see it, but anybody who follows me on Instagram will, or I think yeah, I had it in my video for today, or technically yesterday, because this will probably go up on Wednesday, but Wednesday or Thursday. Oh, today's Fat Tuesday, by the way. In real time, it's Fat Tuesday, so did you get your Punch keys? Anyways, I made a marker container from like a small sized like basic post box, and I'm so proud of it. It looks so ridiculously like, what do kids call it, ratchet, dorky, ghetto, I don't know what's the proper word of kind of crap. It just looks really goofy. But I'm so proud of it, and I'm really hoping to get some like spray paint to make it look fancy. It probably won't look fancy, but you know what, I feel awesome. But yeah, I went with a green blazer and a brown dress or skirt. Yeah. And there's me signing it, and I'm pretty much done. I think the only thing I do is just accentuate those weird little squigglies, because I was like, you know what, they're a part of the piece now. It's just, let's not pretend they're not there. So there's me making it kind of look a little fancy. You can see my color swatches on the top. And we're coming to an end here. Thank you so much for watching. I had a lot of fun. Please let me know if you want me to do more of these. Hopefully I'll get better, and like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.